So these are just to add a little bit of a crunch. So we don't need a boatload of these. You just want to sprinkle them about. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Paul, and this is Pollys World. Welcome into our kitchen, guys. Today, I am going to do something special for y'all. Polly loves this dish, and so she had asked me to put it together for her, guys. This is a secret, right? When we were first dating, this is one of the first dishes that I made for her to try to court her over into my realm. And guess what? It worked. So guys, something special for you today. We are going to do my famous chicken Caesar salad. It is a simple recipe, but it is delicious, and I have a little special touch to it that y'all guys probably never saw before in any of the other videos that you may watch. So, simple recipe. What we got here today, first of all, you got to make sure you have the romaine lettuce, not your iceberg lettuce. Romaine lettuce if you're going to make a Caesar salad. Trust me, guys, I've tried it with the iceberg lettuce before, and that's a no-go. Romaine lettuce is the way to go. Of course, you got to have your classic Caesar dressing. Now, there's different types of Caesar dressings, right? Make sure you get like the white, creamy kind of Caesar dressing. It doesn't necessarily have to be this brand, but a nice, creamy Caesar dressing. The white kind is the kind you want to use. Gotta have your croutons, some Caesar croutons, and you gotta have yourself some shredded Parmesan cheese, right? Special ingredient, guys, we are going to add ourselves some real bacon pieces. This is the pizzazz to the Caesar dressing. You're gonna love that. And of course, you gotta have your chicken. So my chicken, my babe's already prepared it for me. It's been marinating overnight, nice and seasoned up. We got 3 breasts. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. So the hardest part of this, obviously, is cooking the chicken. So we're going to put the chicken in the oven. We have the oven already preset to 350. We're going to go ahead and get this in the oven, and then we're going to come back towards the end of the chicken. We're going to go ahead and get all the lettuce and everything mixed up for the salad. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and pan over so you can see what I'm doing as I lay out this chicken, getting ready to go into the oven. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and get the chicken ready. Spray some oil here on the pan. Don't want your chicken to stick to the pan, so of course we're going to spray this down a little bit. Some non-stick cooking spray, right? And we got our 3 breasts. These babies are nice and thick. Spread these out. These suckers are going to take a little while to cook because they're nice and thick and juicy. So let's move these around a little bit. There we go. Got your chicken breasts, and we're going to go ahead and just this leftover seasonings, just put that there on the chicken. Get that ready to go. Wash my hands off real fast. And there we go. So we're just going to go into the oven, 350 degrees. Probably take about 20 to 35 minutes. We're going to see when it's done. Then we'll go ahead, and while the chicken is resting, we'll go ahead and get the rest of the salad prepared. So I'll be right back to you guys. Okay, guys, so while that there is in the oven, we're going to go ahead and start getting everything else prepped. So you got your romaine lettuce, right? This is a whole head. We don't need a whole head of lettuce. So what I'm going to do, right, I don't want to wash the lettuce now and put the rest back into the refrigerator because then it kind of gets soggy. So what I want to do is I want to cut what I'm going to need, and we're going to use like a half a head of this, right? So you cut off your half a head of lettuce, and then the rest we can put back. So there you go. That's what we're going to use today. This can go back in, and we set that aside for later. So here is the lettuce that we are going to use. So always, you know, you're going to have to wash your lettuce. So I like to wash it 2 different ways. I like to wash it before I cut it up and then after I cut it up. So we're just going to go ahead and rinse this off with some cold water. Make sure this is rinsed off nice and good. So you get the outside of the lettuce. And then, now a lot of fancy presentations will show you like a whole leaf of romaine lettuce, but we all know realistically when you go to eat the salad, that's not how you eat your salad. You're going to need to cut that up. So I'm going to cut this up into a couple different pieces. Go ahead and waste this part of the lettuce here. That goes in the bin. And then we have the rest of our lettuce here. So this we're just going to dice up. In small pieces. All right. This is our salad here. So this here we need to rinse off again. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our strainer. It's our strainer here, guys. There's the lettuce in here. Now remember, I'm making a salad for 2, so this should be just enough. We're going to have a lot of chicken in here. This is going to be a nice, hearty chicken Caesar salad. You guys can, of course, proportion it accordingly. If you're going to make it for 4, you'd probably need a whole head of lettuce. We're doing it for 2. So we're going to go ahead and rinse off this lettuce. Yeah, mix it up. Make sure you catch it all, so you rinse off all that dirt. Lettuce has a way of being dirty sometimes. Definitely don't want the dirt in your food, so we're going to go ahead and rinse this off real good. There you go. Give it another once over. And then we want to dry this out. You want to make sure it's nice and dry. You don't want the lettuce too wet and soggy, because then you're going to lose the crispiness of your salad. So we want to make sure that we shake this off real good. And it's probably going to take you a few minutes. You got to rotate it around. Shake it a couple of times. Make sure you get that rinsed off. I'm going to go ahead and put it on some paper towels to really dry it off real good and pat it down. And I'm not going to dump the whole thing because there's still water at the bottom of the thing here. So take the lettuce out. You can leave all, see all that water there still? You don't want that on your salad. Right. And you spread this out to allow it to dry some. And then we're going to pat it down on the top with some more paper towels. Make a little lettuce sandwich. All right. There you go. Get that nice and dry. See that, guys? See how that is? Dry lettuce. That is the key. You got to make sure it's washed, but you don't want it too wet and soggy, because then you're going to have a soggy salad. Nobody likes a soggy salad. You want that crispiness. And boy, when you taste that crispiness with that dressing and the way that chicken is seasoned up, trust me, your taste buds will thank you. So there you go. I think we got this nice. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here to dry a little bit longer. This chicken is in the oven, another 20 or 30 minutes. So once that's done in the oven, I'll be back to finish this off. Okay, guys, so we are at the end of it. For the most part, the chicken is about to finish up in the oven. So while that's finishing up, it's going to go off here in a couple minutes. We're going to go ahead and get our lettuce ready. So we're going to go ahead and get all of this lettuce put into this bowl. It's nice and dry and crisp. That's exactly how we want it. And we get ready to get this on and popping. So this is going to be delicious. Now we're going to season up the lettuce a little bit before we add everything else to it. And you know, you can season up how you want to season yours. We keep ours pretty simple. We're going to add some pepper and some salt, because the chicken is seasoned up pretty good by itself. And then you have the dressing. And then the final touch would be to add the bacon pieces. And oh man, it's going to be nice and juicy. So there you have it, a nice dry lettuce. You guys can see there, it looks nice and crisp, nice and green, right? Nice and dry. And we can go ahead and put these paper towels away. So what I like to do, I have some black pepper. And we got some Himalayan sea salt. My babes likes the sea salt. Sprinkle some of that on there. We're gonna go ahead and get the dressing ready. And then again, you know, with the dressing, you guys can do what you want with your Caesar dressing. I would recommend though that you get the white creamy dressing as opposed to the more watery type of dressing that they have. This is giving me a hard time, guys. It's fighting me back. Doesn't want to be opened. It's fighting me back. Here it is. Get that, pop that open. And we're going to go ahead and get the cheese ready as well. Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and get that ready. Yes, buddy. So that's going to be it. That's my oven. So that's to tell me that it's ready. There we go. Now you got that open. All right, that's open and ready. Let's go check on the chicken. Oh yeah, you can smell that. That is looking good. So we're gonna move that out of the way. And we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken down here. There we go, guys. Look at those nice, juicy breasts of chicken. All right, so this chicken's gonna have to sit here for a couple of minutes. let the juices sit in, right? And then we're gonna cut them up. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get our lettuce all seasoned up over here. So, we talked about the real bacon bits, right? I don't like using the fake bacon, the fake bacon pieces. I like it to be real bacon. Okay guys, so here's the chicken. You can see what that looks like. Nice juicy breasts, ready for you. So this has to sit for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on the stove. The oven is off so they don't heat up anymore. In the meantime, we're waiting for that. We're gonna go ahead and get our lettuce dressed up with some bacon. So here's your bacon pieces. We like bacon here, so I'm a little heavy-handed with the bacon. Y'all are gonna choose what you wanna do, but I'm gonna get that a lot of bacon in there. That really adds a lot of flavor to it, guys. And then we're gonna go ahead, we already got the salt, pepper. So now we're gonna put some dressing. We're gonna drench this with our Caesar dressing, all right? And now we're gonna mix that up and get it nice and juicy. We like a nice juicy stuff. So you get it all up in the mix with it and get it so it's nice and saturated, right? We want every piece saturated. And then when that is ready and that looks pretty evenly distributed over the lettuce, go ahead and wipe off the excess from our tongs. Guys, that is looking good already. That's when we add a little bit of the cheese. We got your Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna sprinkle that about. So guys, here's the key. A lot of people put this cheese on last. I like to put the cheese on before we add the meat, because here it is, right? When you put the chicken on top of it, and the chicken is still a little bit warm, it like melts the cheese, and oh my God, it just adds a special type of kick to it. Now the only thing we have left now is the chicken and the croutons. The croutons you want to wait till last. The croutons are the absolute last thing that you put on. So guys, take a look at that there, right? That's a nice looking salad. It's well saturated. You can see the bacon bits, you can see the cheese in there. Right, and you can season it up. If you like a lot of cheese, you can put some more cheese on it. Now we're ready for the chicken. All right, I'm gonna cut it up here on the actual pan itself. Get my knife out and my fork. I'll cut this up. And guys, look at that chicken there, right? Take a look at it. The steam is coming out of it. Nice big chunks. That's how you want your chicken. Nice and juicy still. Now the key with the Caesar salad, I like to have mine in bite-sized chunks. So you can just put it on a fork and get it grasped with the piece of the lettuce. So after we cut this up here, we are gonna cut these into smaller pieces. So you don't have to worry about being perfect slices. Looks a little bit better on the presentation, but overall it's about eating it and it tasting good, right? So when you eat it, you want nice small pieces, little bite-sized pieces that fit in the mouth. So guys, this is the chicken Caesar salad. If this is your first time watching us here at Pollys World, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time we bring you fresh recipes, fresh mukbangs, food reviews. We do it all here at Pollys World. If this is your returning sub, we thank you for your support. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that like button, guys. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and so we can continue to do what we do, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here at Pollys World. Let's go ahead. We're just going to cut this up in a little bit more pieces, smaller pieces. Like I said, we like these bite-sized so it fits in the mouth and has a nice evenly distribution with the lettuce. So we're going to go ahead now and get this plated for you guys. Add the croutons, and we're going to show you the finished results. Stay tuned. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this plated for you. Here's our salad right here. Get that on our plate. Right, you can see that cheese. You see there's bacon bits in there. Adding a little bit of color to it. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and add our chicken and put it on top of the salad. And we probably won't be eating all 3 of these chicken breasts. You can save some for later. Right, but we do like it nice and hearty with a lot of chicken mixed in here with the salad. So go ahead, nice bite-sized pieces. Look at that, guys. That is going to be delicious. There you go. We got a nice distribution of chicken. And that's going to be it. So the last piece, guys, is going to be the croutons, right? The Caesar croutons. So these are just to add a little bit of a crunch. So we don't need a boatload of these. You just want to sprinkle them about there. So this is a Caesar crouton. So they're built in and it adds a little bit of flavor, right? You have the dark crouton and the light crouton. So that's your presentation there, guys. This is our chicken Caesar salad. Now some people, if you like a lot more dressing, you can add some dressing here on the top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and pan my camera back up and finish talking to you guys as we close out. Alright guys, so here you go. This is the chicken Caesar salad. Take a look at that there. Nice crispy juicy lettuce, some juicy chicken, croutons, some bacon bits on there for you guys. This is a nice easy breezy recipe. Look, if you're looking for some great recipe ideas, make sure you subscribe to this channel, Pollys World. If you enjoyed this recipe that I brought to you today, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Comment down below, let us know if you want to try this. If you try it and you have it, comment down below, guys. Let us know if you enjoyed it or not. Go ahead, make sure you follow Polly. You can catch her on social media on TikTok and Instagram at Star Pollyanna. Also, don't forget that we have the hot sauce. Polly's famous hot sauce is on sale, guys. Make sure you go hit us up, shoppollysworld.com. That's shoppollysworld.com if you want the best hot sauce in town. I'm telling you guys, you won't forget it. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. I am signing out. My babes and I are going to sit down, enjoy this mukbang. So thank you for tuning in to Pollys World, guys. I'm out.